What to do, free game? This little intro. I'm gonna come back at the end of the video with a little outro and shit. But today I'm gonna be doing like a public interview with my people. You feel me? In my college, you know, something that we usually don't do. You know, a lot of times there's a lot of sit down and talk videos, but today is gonna be something a little different. I want to try something new. Introduce yourselves. Feel me?
Yo, Alan Webb here. My name's Steven.
Yeah, my name Brian. Big Endo.
Hey y'all, I'm V, and I'm with Jermaine.
Hi, I'm Latanzia Evans.
Toe, down Mississippi Valley State.
Baby. I'm Misha. Z. Baby.
My name is Maya.
Alright, my name D. I come from the Valley, man.
Hi, my name is Annalicia Sim.
What's up? My name is Khalid McCombs. Now I'm a senior.
You know what I'm saying? DG Holson.
My name is Mari.
Look on, we got, you know what I'm saying, Bit Thomas, you know what I'm saying?
My name is Makita Chandler.
My name's Tony.
My name is Elijah Blue, you know what I'm saying?
D. Chanel. Chastity. I'm Aria. I'm Nene. I'm Chris. Jazz.
My name's Corey Thomas. How you doing?
Alright, I'm gonna be asking y'all 4 questions. Y'all answer them to the best of y'all ability. Alright, the first question I'd like to ask y'all is, do you think it's important to be known or to be famous? Like it's important to be known or famous?
No, it's important to be rich.
Okay, why do you feel that way?
Because you
Other
need
than
money.
the rich part, other than the rich part, than not being known or famous.
Can I say my answer? I don't want to be famous because I want people in my business.
Fuck the fame, just give me the money.
You feel me? And also,
Yeah, it's important people to know you because you never know who. And in this day and age right now, you got to know somebody to know somebody.
Do you think it's important to be famous?
Nah, I ain't really with that fame stuff. I'd rather be rich than famous.
Nah,
Okay. Why you think that?
because like, it bring a lot of, destruction. All that fame, motherfuckers want to get down and just rob you and shit.
True.
no,
Do you think it's important to be famous?
no.
Why do you say that?
Because what I need the fame for? I think it's important to be rich. I don't need no fame. I don't need everybody in my business, the world watching my every move.
I feel like when people say it's important, when they want to be known, they may want to be known on a high scale, but it's not always important to be known. It's important to know yourself.
Why you say that?
Shit, you supposed to do you whether motherfucker know you or not. So.
To some extent. So I do think it's important to be known about things that you are passionate about. So if there's something in particular that you care about, such as Black Lives Matter, I think you should let that be known. It really just depends on what it is.
Shit, in a way, you need some connections. I feel like me, I don't give a fuck what nobody think about me. I be known or not. I'm still gonna do me.
Not necessarily. It's not important to be known or famous. You can let your work speak for itself, so you don't have to make yourself known, but what you do in the community, you'll be known eventually.
I wouldn't say it's important, but I feel like this day and age, you know what I'm saying, with social media and stuff, it's a good way to make money. So
To be known.
To be known.
Why do you think that?
Because you can be famous and people still don't like you. But you can be famous and still have irrelevant people around you. I say you be famous, but don't nobody know who the hell you is, though. You know what I'm saying? So,
Huh?
You
No.
feel like-
you being known, people like other people be like, damn.
I'm not gonna lie. This question would be, what do you feel is more important, the feeling of happiness or the feeling of peace?
I say peace, bro. Cause like being mindful of how you think, the way you move, and being okay with that is very peaceful. And understanding that like you ain't gotta change yourself, to make nobody else happy.
Big facts. Big facts. Big facts.
Peace.
I really think the feeling of happiness, because as long as you're happy, you got peace. If you ain't happy and you got peace, you can still be, upset or mad, but you'll have your peace, but you won't feel as good as being happy.
Okay.
Feeling of peace.
Why you say that?
Peace brings happiness. Happiness is only temporary. Peace, you have peace mentally, spiritually, and physically.
I feel like peace and happiness go hand in hand, because if you have peace within yourself, then you're happy regardless. So I feel like it go hand in hand.
What if you had to pick one?
That was a good question. I like that. I did like that question. What if you had to pick one though? What would you pick? Like if you had to pick one,
I would choose peace.
I think I peace.
Okay. The next question.
Ooh, that's a good one. A feeling of peace, definitely, because you can be happy and not be at peace, but you can be at peace, and happiness comes with that.
That's a fact.
I think the feeling of peace is more important because within peace you'll find your happiness.
I feel like it's the same thing.
Why do you say that?
Because when you happy, you at peace with yourself. Me.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Next.
Peace.
Why do you say that?
I think the happiness is gonna come when you at peace.
Well, in order to be truly happy, you have to be peaceful with yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's really a combination of both.
All right, most definitely. That's a good ass answer. Next question I want to ask you.
Shit, I'd rather have peace over happiness. Shit, I'd be the last man on earth. Shit, peaceful than have all these motherfuckers around me full of chaos.
That's a good ass answer.
Oh Lord, the feeling of peace, honey. Because when you have peace, happiness will follow. Long as I have peace, then I'm good. I can handle the rest. I can make happiness myself. As long as I have peace in my day-to-day life, I'll be happy with that.
Feeling of peace.
Why do you say that?
I feel like peace is everything.
Most definitely.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace for sure. Cause when you
peace,
at
that's
peace, you
happiness
sleep
right
good at night.
With
When
a
I'm at peace, I
sound
sleep
mind,
good
with
at night.
peace. With peace, you got a sound mind.
Next
I'm
question.
be real with you for a second. I ain't gonna cap. I say peace because on some real shit, you know, like, you can find happiness in things, but you can't really find peace in everything. Like, you can find happiness in it.
If you got peace, you got happiness. That's all I'm saying. So get that peace first, you get happiness.
What feelings and actions do you associate with the word love?
Loyalty.
That's a good one.
Loyalty, double L. Yeah, love and loyalty. That's one.
Okay.
I would definitely say lust because you cannot love somebody if you don't feel no type of way to them. Physically.
That is a good point right there.
You can't love them. You don't want to touch on them. No. What?
That is a good point right there.
Well, like you said from that third question, happiness, peace, security, stability, just different characteristics like that.
Most definitely love.
Feelings, shit. All feelings play a part in that when you love somebody. You gonna feel everything: anger, sadness, shit, emotional, happiness, bitterness. You gonna feel all that shit. Shit, as far as actions, I don't know, because everybody got different love language, so I don't feel like there's no correct answer to that.
I would say like trust. If it's no trust, it's no love. So.
Okay, what actions? Part of the actions that I feel when you think about love is actually performing things that you promised you would perform. So those things go together. Feelings, I guess happiness, peace, honesty, loyalty, those kinds of emotions.
Feelings and actions that I associate with the word love is caring, communication, understanding, vulnerability, for sure. But yeah, those are the words I associate with love.
That is a good question.
Hold on, wait.
Good feeling, like.
You talking about like intimacy and shit like that?
No, love, like
emotions.
I don't got no answer for that one.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Like, you gonna have to think on that one.
Anytime you love somebody, what things do you associate with that?
Like,
Whether
what
it be
make
family
them
members, whether it be somebody that you're in a relationship with.
The affection, the time, the effort, all that.
Yeah,
Love.
Shit, the way you treat yourself, the way you treat others, and the way you allow people to treat you.
Good at that.
Shit. Nigga, I don't even know what love is.
Hold on, wait a minute. It's been a while since somebody showed me some love. That's all I'm saying. But anyways,
Like when you think about somebody loving you, what things do they do?
warm. It made me feel safe.
yeah, I
Made
can
me
be
feel
myself.
heard and important.
I think of comfort, like that's the first thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And the
Secure.
Okay, secure. The last
Love. Man, that's a tool right there.
So like they follow out.
Actually, like you show love by, doing like the small things, things that person, specific person would know, like, damn, like they really fuck with me, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying not to be out here loving everybody, you know what I'm saying? But
Really feeling like you would do anything for them.
I like that.
Key on what you said, the lust part, you know what I'm saying? Cause hey, when you first, like, your first intention of whomever you try to talk to is the attraction, the physical attraction.
Feel me? When you first see a lady, what's the first thing you do when you first see a female? You look at her up and down, you scope her out.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely.
You got the cheeks.
All right, and the last and final question I'd like to ask y'all is, what does it mean to be intelligent to y'all?
Characteristics of somebody that I would call intelligence, fucking common sense. Use common sense. Hell yeah, just common sense and being non-biased. You can't be intelligent, you biased. Just seeing it from your perspective. You got to see it from all points of views, everybody's perspective.
All right. The words or characteristics that I associate with intelligence is, for one, listening and active listening. Not listening just to respond or just to regurgitate what I said, but actually synthesizing it in a way where you understand what I said and apply it in a way. Critical thinking, actually thinking about something past the first step, doing several steps of it. And your ability to read and comprehend matters with that, in terms of not just listening to people, but reading for yourself and making sure that you have true understanding of what's going on.
To be intelligent, I feel like the characteristics you have to have would be to be open-minded, to be literate. A lot of people are not literate nowadays. They don't read books and shit. To be intelligent, just have space to learn more. People always feel like they know every damn thing. They don't know shit, so.
I didn't answer the last.
I don't know.
Shit, knowing who you is, carrying yourself the correct way, and goddamn demanding what you want to be in life.
Hey.
Shit. You gotta have good judgment. Don't be out here playing on flunking, man. You gotta have good judgment, bro.
Definitely.
What it means to be intelligent, making smart decisions, you know what I'm saying? Not doing stupid shit to put yourself in a position to lose.
Definitely. I appreciate you. My question I want to ask you is, what does it mean to be intelligent to you?
To have knowledge is power. Yeah. If you don't have knowledge, what do you stand for?
What type of knowledge?
You could do both. You could do book knowledge
Within
and
yourself,
just like
in the world,
knowledge,
and in
as well.
school.
Both.
Okay, that's all the questions I.
First, to be intelligent, you can't be ignorant. I hate ignorance.
That's true.
Once you see ignorance, it's just goddamn. So that's my answer to that. What's the question?
Like, what does it mean to be intelligent? So if you are saying somebody is intelligent, what things do they have for you to say that they are intelligent?
I say, that was the word. Shit. Most definitely common sense. Being clever, I can say.
Being what?
Clever.
Okay.
To me, any person, you know, if you're having a conversation with anybody, if you're able to give them feedback or, you know, any type of advice on what they're speaking on, any situation or any person that you're speaking with, if you can give them a nice intellectual conversation or feedback on the situation that y'all talking about, that's intellect to me.
Okay. You can introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Deborah Purnell. I am an instructor at Mississippi Valley State University.
All right, I'm going to ask you 4 questions and you can just answer to the best of your ability. All right, the first question I want to ask you is, do you believe it's important to be known?
I believe it's important to be known for something that you did well. I mean, if you're a writer, but just to be known in general?
In general. Like, for example, like maybe being famous or whatever, you know?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think that's
What do
important.
you believe is more important, the feeling of happiness or the feeling of peace?
Oh, the feeling of peace, definitely. I think peace is something that you find within yourself anyway, and that's peace of mind, peace of body, peace of spirit. We look for outside things to give us happiness, and that's fleeting.
All right, what feelings and actions do you associate with the word love?
Wow, that's a tough one. You know what? That's a tough question, but somebody who takes the time to kiss me good morning, to start the day, and then in the evening, how was your day? And not just a passing question, but really, how was your day? And actually waiting for me to give the answer. Because that means they're interested in what I have to say about it.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So I mean, it's small, but it's important.
Small things
to me.
matter. And the last question I want to ask you is, what does being intelligent mean to you?
Wow, that's an easy one. I think being intelligent means that you're willing to learn all the time. It's something that won't stop. I mean, I learn something different from my students every day, and I think that's beautiful for me. I think you should take every opportunity for as long as you live to learn something from somebody.
I appreciate
Always.
that so much. Thank you so much. What to do, my free game people? Now, this is probably at the end of the video, and I wanted to put this at the end of the video because as long as I was asking people questions, but I also want to answer them myself. I don't want to be sitting up here, you know, asking questions without giving my own personal view on how these questions can be taken or interpreted. Now, the first question I asked a lot of people was, do I feel like it's important to be known or famous? And most people gave somewhat of similar answers, and I kind of felt like some of it, you know, I agree with, some of it I kind of didn't. But my personal opinion of it is, I think it's important to have influence, not necessarily be known, but to have influence. I feel like it's important because, especially if you have a good message to provide for people, I think that is very important because the world is filled with a lot of bad influences and filled with a lot of people that's misguided. So if you got a good general, you know, thing that you can provide to the world, I feel like having that fame per se, or having that that people to know you is good. But also knowing people can also put you in good situations because, as we all know, it's not always what you know, it's who you know. So that's my answer to that first question. And the next question I asked a lot of people was, what did they feel was more important, the feeling of happiness or the feeling of peace? Now, a lot of people, is one thing that I know is that a lot of people thought that happiness and peace was the same thing when it's not. You know what I'm saying? If you truly understand the definition of peace, you understand that it isn't necessarily it's a feeling, but it isn't a feeling. And happiness is a feeling. Happiness is an emotion almost. It's something that comes and goes. And all people know that you cannot have happiness without having sadness because they go hand in hand. Because if you had all happy days, no days would really be happy. So I'm not, in my personal opinion, I don't think that happiness is something that is something to be sought after. I think the version that I would be looking for is peace, because with peace comes the acceptance. You know, the accepting of the good and the bad, and the understanding of the way that the world works. So I think that is very important to understand, is to understand, you know, what peace truly is. I feel like a lot of people didn't really have that understanding, which is okay. You know, not everybody is at the same level when it comes to how we think. The next question that I asked people was, what feelings and actions do they associate with the word love? Now, one thing y'all probably will notice in this video is that I switched up the way that I said this question, because I was not reading this shit off the paper. I was going it off the top of my dome, so I was being confused sometimes when I was doing that shit, but it's generally the same thing. But I think this was a question that really confused a lot of people, because they didn't really understand. I don't think they really took the time ever to think about the things that they felt when they feel like they was loved, or I don't think they took the time to analyze the actions that was taken to make them feel love. Me personally, I associate love with the feeling of comfort, the feeling of paying attention to the little things, the feeling of understanding someone. Not always agreeing, because always agreeing with someone, I don't believe is love. I think you have to, if you truly love somebody, you will disagree with them because of the fact that you want to teach them things if they wrong. So I also feel like it's love is also a feeling of wanting to, like I just said, teach them. You know, help if they don't understand something, help them understand. A feeling of, you know, wanting to build, you know what I'm saying, as a collective, you know. And the emotions that I associate that with is very just feeling peaceful. But also, one thing about love that comes with love is frustration, you know what I'm saying, because as I said, it takes building. So, you know, it's always gonna come with them bad emotions as well. And you know, if you truly understand that, you will know that, you know, it's not gonna be something that's, you know, just gonna be positive all the time. And you know, long-term relationships take work, time, and a lot of effort, you know, and understanding. And then the final question that I asked, and I feel like the most important question out of them all, was, what do you mean? What does intelligence mean to you? Now, with this question, there is no right or wrong answer. Really, none of them there's a right or wrong answer. But this question in particular is a question where you got to really think about, what do you believe to be important in the world? You know what I'm saying? Important to really live. My personal definition of intelligence is understanding what influences your mind. You know, understanding who you are. You know, understanding that, understanding the world around you, having a street smarts, as a lot of people would call it. You know what I'm saying? And one of the biggest ones is having common sense. You know, understanding so things don't go over your head. That's one thing that a lot of people, I feel like, don't have. Common sense isn't very common in the world that we live in today. I think social media has affected that a lot because a lot of people, I don't know what it is, but a lot of people don't really pay attention. So it stops people from having a lot of common sense. But, you know, I feel like intelligence is it's a broad statement. It's not a very direct answer to it, because some people believe that book smarts is having intelligence, but that is a part of intelligence. But in my personal opinion, I think the biggest part of intelligence is just understanding the world around you, understanding yourself and how you feel and the way that you think about things and why you think about those things, and then, you know what I'm saying, just having common sense. And I think those are the three biggest parts of it, and that's what those things mean to me. I appreciate everybody that was a part of the video. If you're watching the video now and seeing my closing remarks, I appreciate you for being part of the video, man. Free game, F&B to the definitely. We out of here, man.